Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the usual black screen. Okay. Wow. Just gonna reload. I should just load. Be on the load screen because clicking doesn't seem to work. Okay. I believe that's you, Ron.
All right. Only a few days passed since that time. After that, I was rescued by Oishi-san and his subordinates, whom Rina had called in. Aside from my entirely blank state of mind, I had no external The most I had was the small burn mark from where the stun gun hit me.
Shouldn't you have two?
Well,
Yeah, maybe she got him in the same spot.
the first one was very much like low caliber. She just cranked that shit up to 20 for the second one to knock him out, if you recall.
Yeah, no, I just love your wording. Low caliber voltage.
My point get across, Jay.
Yeah, I did. It just it
And
was
shut up!
it made me giggle, Ron. It was cute. I
Okay.
Fucker.
wasn't. Yeah.
As I was having a checkup in the hospital, Oishi-san asked me all sorts of things. But I don't really remember what he asked or how I answered him. From what I heard, surprisingly, Mion still hadn't been captured.
Ooh.
There were apparently a great many hallways and smaller rooms extending out from the depths of the prison. It wouldn't be strange if she had fled to one of those and hidden herself. The one fortunate aspect amidst all the misfortune was that Shion had been safely secured by the police. When I last saw Mion, she seemed like she was going to take me with her and kill me.
That's not what
No,
she was saying, but okay.
she probably didn't have enough time to, though, since Soishi-san came running in faster than she predicted. That was the only really fortunate thing to have happened.
Didn't she say like don't interact with me if you see me out there to him? Like that happened, right?
Yeah, she did.
Huh, okay.
Of course, the rescued Shion, despite having no external wounds, now had a big, deep wound in her heart. She was in a severe state of confusion when they rescued her, and apparently she bit the police officers trying to resist. From what he heard, she was seeing Mion in everyone she saw,
Oh no.
hated not only the hospital but even her own home, and had shut herself up somewhere in Shisabone, hiding in her location. Additionally, in fear that Mion would come for her, she was moving from place to place every day, and even her parents weren't sure where she actually was. Wherever she was living, even now, Shion was spending her days in fear of Mion's shadow. The police were investigating the Sunazaki's underground storehouse at this moment, since they couldn't find the remains of the other sacrifices. Hadn't Mion thrown the corpses into a well? I had a feeling I'd said that to them. That meant a hidden tunnel, vertical like a well, was somewhere in those underground passages.
So a well, not a vertical tunnel.
The secret underground without any maps or architectural drawings, which had swallowed up the remains of Rikichan, Satoko, and everyone else, was still unwilling to speak the truth. I was brought back to that basement again, too, for an on-the-site inspection or something, but I didn't remember being of any help. I never wanted to go back there
Oh,
again.
it wasn't so bad for you. Shut up. You were just restrained.
For days afterwards, the Sonozakis living in Okinomiya, in other words, Mion and Shion's parents, the big-named Yakuza, would come to our house to apologize, bringing many of their followers with them. However much my parents refused it, they piled up many 100,000 yen bills,
Ooh.
calling it consolation money every day.
Hey, this doesn't sound like such a bad outcome.
The amount of money grew each day, and after it had passed 2 million yen, they were then given an envelope containing a letter. I don't know what was written in the letter.
You're rich, bitch!
My parents talked about it by themselves for 2 whole nights, and decided to move away.
Ooh. Oh.
I see. You're moving, huh? When?
At the end of next month. I won't even have been in Hinamizawa for half a year.
Hmm, I'll be lonely. I'm the only one left.
No!
Rena
Fuck.
smiled sadly.
Bring her with you! You have the money.
If I had just said yeah, I thought it would make her even more lonely, so I changed the subject.
I'm gonna go make new friends. I mean,
I have all this money now. Mm.
Here's something to think about. That's how I breached it.
breached?
Breaching Shaw's set.
Neon hadn't actually fled, but had been demoned away in the truest sense of the term. Where she went after she disappeared, that we didn't know. What was there? Where had she disappeared to? I hoped there was a hobby shop dealing in imports, the kind Mion liked. In that place, she'd definitely be free from the burdensome feathers of her family, and live not as Mion Sonozaki, but as just Mion, and enjoy herself. Maybe she's already met up with Satoko and Rika. They must also have been waiting for the day Rina and I would join them, spending all their time doing club activities, as lively as they always were. Keiichi, you said that to her, really?
Yep.
Y- I
Best friend ever.
I'm just
BFF
apathetic at
goals.
this point. Like, I'm beyond rage, and it's just apathy.
I'm just cold.
When I told Rena that, she smiled and nodded to me. The incidents the Sonozaki family had been trying so hard to hide, too, were exposed to the magazines from this single tiny seam.
I wouldn't call it a tiny seam. There was like 4 murders. 5 murders? 5 murders.
Really
6.
tiny.
6 murders. The serial incidents of recent years were all pulled up like a long vine in the ground, one by one, and for many days, news of it was brought up on the talk and variety shows.
That's right. I forgot she killed her grandma.
Yep.
The shows, which were comedic and silly, never once tried to touch upon the grim, heavy history that Mion had been bearing. It made me mad to see them bringing this stuff up in jest, but there was nothing I could do about it now. How big an impression with these short few weeks I spent in Hinamizawa have on my life. During these few weeks, I met my best friends. I had the best experiences of my life.
Their deaths.
I would
Joyous.
probably never forget it for as long as I lived.
Their deaths I will never forget.
Who died?
As for the distorted image of Mion that the media created, after the masses got tired of treating her like a plaything, they'd ball her up, throw her in the trash, then she'd fade from their memories. As one of the few people who knew the real Mion, I must always make sure I remember her.
Yeah, go ahead and start writing her memoirs for her.
Beyond any doubt, that will surely become my offering to her. The sky reached so far up, and
Can you stop
towering
sucking me on
cumulonimbus.
stick, though?
I don't want to.
She's kind of a murderer.
And towering cumulonimbus clouds floated through it. The real summer was just before our
God,
eyes.
this guy's such a simp.
You have 1 year to experience. You get kidnapped one time.
And now you're just like, no.
Poetic.
Even now, whenever 10 p.m. came around, I'd expect a phone call from Shion, or Mion, rather. Now that everything was over, of course, she would never call me. But it was precisely because she wouldn't call me that I was scared of who would call me this time. Plus, Mion still hadn't been caught. I couldn't say for sure that everything was completely over.
I just want her to come flying in through the window and just stab him repeatedly.
Please let that happen.
God.
Go to the jungle style.
Yes.
On the other side of that fear, though, were my prayers that Mion was safe. When I thought like that, I was able to sleep, even with such terrifying thoughts.
Hey, Olive Tree, what it do? We're chilling.
Hey,
What?
Olive Tree, what up? The lights were off.
What a fucking, line. What a statement. God. This guy really
It's
knows
dark
what
in
he's
here.
doing.
Before, her attacking when the lights were off was something that scared me. However, that feeling changed to regret within 2 days.
No, she'll never attack me. What a
Like,
fucking
what do you want?
simp.
Jesus.
Moonlight filtering through the gap in the curtains shone onto the desk and illuminated a doll.
Oh, does she leave the doll?
He never gave it to her.
No, well, he gave it to Rena. Rena might have just handed it off to her.
Yeah, we gave it to Rena to give to her.
No, we gave it to Rena to have Rena have it, and that was the entire problem.
That's right. The doll that I should have given to me on that day.
This all stemmed from that 40 hours ago.
She said it was an import from England or something, and it was all the rage, didn't she? From what Shion said, the most popular among them were the ones wearing the fluffy dress. After being released from the incident, the first place I went to was that toy store.
It's the epilogue. Mion got away and let us go after threatening to torture Keiichi, but she backed down because she's a little bitch. She's protecting her little simp.
Everything was apparently sold out besides the things on the storefront displays. I was refused once they said they wouldn't sell the display products, but when they realized I was Survivor A from that incident, they immediately consented.
Wow, being reduced to a letter.
Mm-hmm. Of course, even if I bought it, I might never have the chance to give it to her again. Even knowing that, I waited for an opportunity to give it to her.
Plot
I
twist, Olive Tree.
waited
All
like
girls have
this,
green hair.
the opportunity, with it on the desk so I could give it to her at any time.
Bro, what are you talking about? Yandere is the jam. Go for them green-haired girls.
They say the crazy ones are the best.
Plonk?
Plonk.
Is it a dumb-looking plank from Ed and Eddie?
Hey! Respect, Mr. Plank.
I'm
I was gonna
saying
say,
that
I was
it's...
like, that's Mr. Plank to you, buddy.
Fine,
There was a
Mr.
weird
Plank.
noise. It was a noise I wasn't used to hearing.
Plonk.
Please let him die. It was too big to be raindrops, and it was completely different from the sound lost bugs make when they ram into fluorescent lights.
Do you have nothing to do, Keiichi? Do you just pay attention to sounds all the time? What?
I know
Jay-
my sounds, and I've never in my life heard plonk.
You must have never been skipping rocks, but Jay, do you not, have good hearing, bud?
No, it's just... Well, I don't, but I feel
But
like...
Keiichi's loser.
Keiichi is a loser, but, that and this are two separate things.
having...
His need to incessantly monologue is separate from Jay's ability to hear. I'm worried
Bruh,
for him.
it's not about
Get
the
a
ability to
hearing aid,
hear.
old man.
I'm bored. Why would I fucking listen to sounds when I'm bored? Let me go do something.
Do you turn on music when you're bored, Jay?
Yes. Okay.
Got him.
All right.
You're listening to sounds. I get it.
Plonk. Yo, this soundtrack got me like crickets. Fucking love you,
The
Olive Tree.
noise happened again. What did
It's a
Olive Tree
giant
say?
cricket.
I wasn't hearing things.
I wasn't hearing things. I had asked you a question, but sure.
Oh, sorry. I was
I
focusing on the
definitely heard
crickets.
it.
What was the question?
I asked what Olive Tree said.
The soundtrack thing.
Oh.
Ayo got the soundtrack got me like cricket, 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 cricket.
That's why I guess I spaced on it because I
Where
said
was
the
it
thing.
coming from?
I got up.
Is this a night read?
This sounds so like desperate. I don't know why.
You just keep sucking Mion's dick, and she murdered your friends.
Like all of your friends except for Rina. And I guess Shion, but I mean she kind of traumatized her to the point of death, technically.
Where was it coming from?
Where did it go?
Got up and turned on the light. If there was a second, there would be a third.
Oh,
That's... Okay.
alright.
From where, though? I listened carefully.
The third plonk was in my chest. As a knife got stabbed into it.
Plonk. The window.
Ugh, always the window.
Some sort of pebbles were colliding with my
Oh
window.
my god.
By the way, don't do this, ever. You'll break a motherfucker's window and then be out like $150.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Only if you get caught.
Is this gonna be a boombox moment?
Sorry, really morbid scene just passed through my head. When I realized they weren't being blown there by the wind, but rather being thrown by a person, I gave a start. I looked at the clock. It was 2 a.m.
That motherfucker's throwing pebbles at my window at 2 a.m.
Oh my god, if it's Rina and then something happens nice, I'd be really happy, but nope.
Who would it be at a time like this?
He really do be vibing though.
I quietly peek out front through a gap in the curtains.
Then got shot in the head.
Here's Mion.
In the light at the gate, despite it being so late, I saw someone. They picked up a piece of gravel and threw it at this window. It hit the window and made a plonking noise. What is this, plexiglass? Who was it?
Ah?
Gasp.
Oh.
I caught my breath in surprise. If my eyes weren't deceiving me, that person was Mion.
Oh, that
I-
was nice.
Threw open the window and looked at the figure again.
That was actually really good sound.
That was.
Wow.
Where the budget went.
In that one
Eyes
sound.
certainly weren't deceiving me. It was Mion. Jay,
Yes,
check
mother.
the time right quick.
It's
Are we
7:07.
good?
Yeah, why?
Okay. Just making sure, because I know you had somewhere to be.
I think Gassy has less time than me.
No, my movie starts at like 9.
Oh, okay.
It was
But I do
Mion.
have to go to the store.
It was Mion.
Sorry.
Here at the Faven Project, we do not do lewd moans for no reason. We usually have to get paid for the Faven Project to produce any lewd moans.
If you would like some lewd moans, you can give us money in our Willow link.
We will lewd moan all you want.
The prices
No,
are
he's elitist.
respectively $10.99 for Jay, $15.99 for Gassy, and about 10 grand for myself.
I fucking...
You wish your moans were worth that.
$10.99?
Probably more like 9 cents.
God, you guys suck.
I'll
My
have
moans
you
are
know, be
amazing.
$50 for me to lewd moan.
Jay, moan for me real quick.
No! You haven't
Okay.
paid me.
Payment, Ron!
See?
Payment!
See? At least he learns to prioritize profit.
Capitalism, baby!
Good.
Alive.
Neon has entered the chat.
Mion pressed her index finger to her lips and made a shh motion so I wouldn't shout.
How very serial killer of you.
If she hadn't, well, I was nearly about to cry out.
And then fall out the window and break my neck. End of game. Let's go.
Mion was in a very delicate position right now. Even if it was the middle of the night, I
Why?
shouldn't call out her
USD.
name. Oh my god. I waved to her, gesturing that I'd be right over.
This fucking simp. This
Flung on my
fucking
coat, atop my
absolute
pajamas,
simp.
and flew out the door.
Neon, my love!
Oh my god.
Masochistic fucking dumbass.
Oh my god. Oh my
I-
god.
Quickly hit the brakes just before going down the stairs.
Yeah, I wonder why, you dumb baby man. I'm not mad. You're mad.
Although happiness was sprouting within me,
All thought.
I had the sad feeling that this would be our final parting.
And we should kiss.
Of you leaving this world.
So I went back to my room again and grabbed the doll. If there was a god, I don't think I would have ever thanked him as much as today.
Such a fucking simp.
Oh my god!
Fucking-
Keiichi, bleeding hearts of the world unite!
Ron, Olive Tree said,
Yes.
when will you learn, KG, that your actions have consequences?
Oh my god. Oh, that's beautiful.
Even if it would be. Last time we ever saw each other, I was so grateful. for this one chance to give it to her.
Wow, KG,
Well-
you're finally thinking ahead for once.
Thinking
I-
head, yes.
Slipped into my sandals, unlocked the door, unhooked the chain, and leaped out of the house.
And landed on a
Ah.
knife.
No, there's a big pitfall.
Really, you're out of breath just from... My
Yeah,
guy.
He was really running.
He's pathetic. Well, I mean,
Mion.
Ron, he had to run down the stairs and then back up the stairs.
And then back down the stairs
And
again.
That's tiring.
Ron, Keiichi's a fat ass.
I mean, well, never mind. That would have been very rude, Jay. I apologize.
Oh god, continue.
Bro, no September started yesterday. Fuck. Well, I'm fucked. Oh, I guess this is still me. Fuck. It's been a while. How are you? Been doing all right? Stab.
Pulls out the gun.
Oh, hey, she
Wait,
should have the gun.
Jay.
She should have the gun. Ah, the gun.
The gun!
I wonder if she'll actually use that. Like, why is that there?
I wonder if it's there in the other games. Is it?
It's the original fucking
Maybe to show that she's a
art.
delinquent?
It was like how we used to meet every morning. Mion waved to me and responded like she always did. It was doubtlessly Mion, the
Oh my
real Mion. Are you alright hanging around this place?
Bottom text. Mion with gun. I really shouldn't be.
God.
She certainly wasn't acting like she knew the police was following her.
I want to get caught. So I can
It
be with you,
was-
Keiichi. My simp.
Almost like she was a patient who had gotten tired of staying in the hospital and snuck out. Her speech was relaxed enough to make me think that, and I couldn't help but be surprised. That relaxation, I thought, was more like Mion, and I was happy for it. Anyway, what's wrong? What do you need at this hour?
I wanted to talk to you one last time.
That
Stabs.
was when I noticed them.
You could just put stabs like after every line, and I feel like it would work.
On Mion's forehead were big droplets of sweat.
I then
Stab.
licked them off.
Her expression, too, which I had thought to be a satisfied smile, was, upon closer inspection, trembling slightly, and I realized that she was forcing it.
Well, I can't stay for any longer.
Pained note
Stabs.
was beginning to enter her words as well.
Commits die. Sends you to the oblivion. Sends you to the shadow realm.
As if just smiling was a feat for her. Are you alright? Are you not feeling well?
I tried so hard until now. But I can tell. I'm done. This is my limit. They're about to come up behind me to take me away.
Really?
Mion's smile crumbled and started to stiffen. Did she push herself this much? To come all this way for me? Oh man, the what's the female simp word? Just
Simp? I don't.
Sim?
What?
are they
What?
simping for each other? Like, is
I-
that a thing?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can simp for each other.
Huh.
You can
Lucky
auto
night.
simp.
You know, that's good enough.
Yeah, like I started laughing just to laugh, and then I just realized, hey, I'm supposed to be laughing for the line. You know what? Let me just keep doing it.
Her laughter cut off and changed into rough breathing. I reached out to rub her back, but she knocked me away.
And then jumped on top of me.
Are you okay? Don't force yourself. Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Mion. This doll. I had wanted to do this one last thing,
What is happening?
because I knew how little time you had left.
Simp is unisex, bro. Olive Tree says. I like
This
that
last
wording.
thing.
Oh!
Ugh.
Did it happen? Oh my god.
Bulk. Stabs.
Oh my god, it happened!
Why is it playing nice piano music?
Because it's a satisfying end. My stomach is burning. Mion took a meat cleaver-like knife and stabbed me.
Ouch.
Cleavers aren't for stabbing. Hold on.
Olive Tree said he got nay-nayed. Ding dong, the simp is dead.
I took it, twisted it.
And I enjoyed every moment of it.
Mion? Hey. What? It hurts.
Oh. Gassy, you do this? Yes!
I made it. I made it. Whew. I didn't take a deep enough breath.
I cowered on the ground. My stomach was so hot, it almost dropped the mixtape.
Shit, that's pretty hot.
It was almost spewing fire. Mion watched it, then took a few steps back and cackled.
Whoa.
Okay. I've done it. I've done it all. That's everyone. I wanted to kill.
Holy fuck.
The last words Mion left me with that day came back to me.
Are you serious?
It couldn't be Mion's fault. Of course not.
She literally told you to stay away, bro. After today, Mion will never come back. From today on, even if my body is here, a body is all it will be. By then, the demon will have taken it over. The demon. The demon. The demon. The demon.
Me on. This can't. I thought we had finally been able to meet.
I swear to God.
God.
I swear to God, Olive Tree, if that turns out to all be a dream, I am dropping Higurashi like a sack of bricks.
Oh god.
This can't be on. In a pool of blood of my own design. Hey! Is the doll I bought for Mion dyed in red? so red.
Fashion.
Mion. Even his dying thoughts are of her.
Simp. Olive Tree said, hee hee, you said B-R-I-C-K, hee hee.
What's so funny about Brick? I don't get it.
House.
Da-da-da-da.
The good fortune of having been allowed to meet Mion once more,
Oh my god, you're thanking her?
and the misfortune of being torn apart before my eyes.
Hold on.
I am loud enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruh, the clip.
Of his. Jay's best. Ah, Brick.
Should I be grateful or curse it?
God, am I gonna be remembered for Brick?
My emotions were neither of those, as my consciousness sunk deep into a black swamp. The doll I had bought for Mion, the blood had ruined it.
Oh my god, that was instant!
What?
Are you okay?
I texted coffee, or I discorded coffee, and she just jumps in chat. Die, bitch!
He's literally in a pool of his own blood. If this is a dreamscape, I don't know what I'll do, but it ain't gonna be good.
And he's thanking her. He's thanking her.
No matter how I scrubbed and scrubbed, it had
A little bit louder.
needlessly been ruined.
Ruined.
Wooing. Oh.
The sad moon was so white it looked frozen.
I'm a sad moon.
Wow.
June 28th, 1983. A violent incident occurred in Hinamizawa Village, Shisabone City. The victim was Keiichi Maebara, also a victim of the previous string of disappearances. At around 2 a.m., he was
Oh,
stabbed
he's
in the stomach
alive?
with a loaded
No
object
way
by-
he's alive.
Okay. By the suspect of the last case.
Oh
Mion
my
Shinzaki, grade
god.
2. He was discovered when his parents woke up and was then transported to the clinic in a grave state. On the same day, at approximately the same time, a fall accident occurred in the Kamashiki apartment complex in Shisabone City Prefecture. The victim was Shion Sonozaki, also a victim of the last events. Late on the same night, neighbors overheard her having a big fight with someone and informed the manager. The manager used
Oh
magic
my
to beat it,
god.
and discovered that the victim
What?
had fallen from her balcony.
Shion.
Okay. The room had been torn apart and appeared to show traces of a fight. One neighbor has frequently visited the Sonozaki house for a long time and testified that he sounded just like two sisters having a fight, trading insults back and forth. We believe this was related to the injury case that occurred at the same time, or the same day in Hinamizawa Village. Okay. Is this you, Jay, or?
No, it's not. It's auto
Okay.
going. Go ahead. Perpetrated.
By said incident suspect and did a thorough search of the room, but we could not find any traces that would imply that anyone but the victim was present.
Let me know if you need to trade out, by the way.
No, you're good. The victim fell straight down into a foliage of a parking strip. Her neck broke and she died immediately.
Oh my
Her
god,
clothing was
Shion's
disheveled and
dead?
had markings that would imply a scuffle. We also believe, however, that it could have been an insanity-induced suicide attempt based on the particular mental state of the victim after the incident. We are conducting a thorough examination on both fronts, suicide and homicide.
Well, if she was having a shouting match.
Well,
Which,
it's proven that Shion can make herself sound like the sisters can make themselves sound like each other, so she could have been arguing in her head.
Oh, true.
So, I think Mion did actually stab Keiichi, and it just so happened to line up with that incident.
I believe Mion had something to do with Shion because that's everyone I wanted to kill is dead.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was her exact
Yeah.
words. You're right. coffee. I don't care if I have to waste my data if it means I can watch this man stop wasting my fictional air. Oh
Well,
my
we'll
God.
message you again because apparently he lived.
Oh, how is this kid alive?
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
I'm shocked.
Only for 5 minutes, understand? Please try not to excite him. Yes, I'll be careful. I'm assuming that's Oishi. Cut slack. Yep.
The door opened, and as I expected, Oishi-san came in.
You got stabbed, simp!
Alatri said with plot armor.
Hello, Maybara-san. It's been a while, hasn't it? Tell me, how have you been since then? You have a fresh new stab wound. Maybe I should mess with it.
Meat cleaver.
The doctor says my post-operative recovery seems to be going smoothly, but I think it got worse when I saw your face.
Oh, sick burn.
Oh, damn. Also, I read that as post-operative.
Hey,
My brain. You wound me, sir.
as Oishi-san gave a laugh
Shoot
that
him.
smelled of sweat,
Just fucking free us from this hell.
handed Mom a bag of candies he must have purchased from the souvenir corner on the first floor.
A laugh that smelled of sweat.
Excuse me, Mrs. Maybara. You're looking fine today in your orc armor. Would it be possible for me to talk to Keiichi-kun for just a few moments?
Mom clearly wasn't pleased at the thought of a police officer talking to her son without her there.
She sharpened
She
her
couldn't-
axe.
She didn't know if I'd exposed the true teachings of Grimmersh, but I insisted. Mom. Sorry, just a little while. I'll leave out the blood axe. Just 5 minutes, okay?
Now, is that the blood axe as in the weapon, or the blood axe as in the axe of blood that we do?
Though grudgingly, Mom left the room and I changed the topic. When she closed the door, Oishi-san grinned and looked around the room.
Why? Why are you grinning? A room to yourself, how high class. My old lady always gets a shared room, you know? It's quite lively, however.
Sexism.
Seems like you're a higher rank if you have the worst disease in places like that. The sicker you are, the prouder you are, or maybe the more arrogant. This-
Oishi-san, we have
This.
5 minutes.
This.
I would like it if these were the last 5 minutes we ever saw each other.
Damn!
You ruined my chances with the murder girl.
I don't have any connection to Hinamizawa anymore. And this isn't in Hinamizawa anymore either.
Yes, because there aren't any general hospitals in Okonomiya. Mind if I take a seat? Down we go. Plop.
There was a large university hospital in Shishibone City. It was splendidly urban, entirely different from the likes of Hinamizawa and Okinomiya. It was hard to believe Hinamizawa was part of the same city.
When does it look like you'll get transferred?
Dunno. I'm ready to go whenever, though.
Yeah, Keiichi's going for a murder when it comes to fucking Oishi.
But we'll simp for the serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate that. Oishi, well, admittedly, bit of a piece of shit in the way he goes about it, has only ever had Keiichi's best in mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, a little underhanded, but you have to be when you're dealing with someone this fucking idiotic. But, oh, I got stabbed in the gut? Let me blame him. Fuck out of here.
Quit chasing after my girlfriend. This was his argument.
My parents had already left the house in Hinamizawa, though, and we're living in our new one. They planned to have me transfer hospitals to be closer to the new house once I'd recovered enough to be taken there. Please, don't come to where I'm transferring. I really will get worse then.
Damn. Man, you really do hate me. May just be my job, but that stings. That's why I brought you all kinds of lovely souvenirs in atonement. Look at this candy.
Why does it remind me of like Monokuma though?
Yeah.
You didn't need to bring an assortment of cookies for that.
Well, you see, there aren't actually cookies in there. Look, it's porno mags.
Cocaine.
She pulls open the can of cookies and... What? Stretching my scar.
I didn't know what you were into, Maybara-san, so I brought all sorts of things. See? All sorts of cute-looking ones, from westerns to comic strips. Lately have this sort of H manga aimed at girls, too. I was joking!
Don't bring porn in here!
Look, man, I know that...
Ooh.
Take them away and go home!
Look, I know
God,
you...
was the scar he was stretching?
Leave the blonde! Leave the blonde.
That for sure a healthy young person like you would be feeling like a little needy, being cooped up in a place for so long. I can't read. If you stay here too long, the only fetish you'll end up with is a nurse one, you know. Wink, wink,
What
nudge,
a
nudge.
pervert.
Yep, yep. There are plenty of other beautiful things in this world besides nurses, after all. Don't decide what to major in now. Keep your options open.
Was your
You
ex-wife
need to be a
a
more all-around type of person. What am I saying? Why am I being... FBI, open up!
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys, I got a call.
Oh. On the time-limited day.
Jay, you got this.
I gave Oishi-san's vulgar laughter a pained grin. Somehow or other, I understood. The fact that Oishi-san was bringing it up like this meant that he must have something important to talk about. The incident with Shion-san was really unfortunate. The night I was stabbed by Mion, Shion fell from her balcony and
While
died.
Ron's gone, I'd like to take over KG.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, just his speaking parts. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. They said the police were investigating all possibilities, so what are you planning? This accident, suicide, and homicide, but it could only have been Mion's doing. Mion found out where Shion was hiding and pushed her down to her death. Nothing else was conceivable. That's you.
Okay. It couldn't have been an accident. It was Mion. It had to be.
God damn it. The criminology guys are saying it had to be a suicide, but I'm of the same opinion as you, Maybara-san. She pushed Shion-san and also stabbed you in one night.
Has Mion still
not been found?
She literally ran across the city to push one and then stab the other. What?
Demon. How is the government not involved with this?
So
Is he local police?
So, the government is actually working against Oishi. Oishi wants to investigate it, but Hinamizawa and or the Sonozaki organization have their fingers in the government as well, so they are protecting Hinamizawa through that. And no, he is not dead still. We are very, very fucking angry.
Yeah, this little shit got stabbed in the fucking guts, like pierced his stomach, and then bled out for hours. While the contents of his stomach, like the stomach acid, whatever he fucking ate, bled out into the wound, and he did not die.
People have tried worse.
What?
We're so mad.
Like if your stomach is pierced, like you have maybe 5 or 6 hours before you die due to infection
But
like that.
maybe his stomach wasn't pierced.
And maybe he was just saying, yeah, well, that's possible, but I mean, like,
It's
fuck!
like, how is he gonna
This
know?
man should be dead. This boy. Oh, that's right. That's what I came here to tell you today. Yes, we actually did find her. What?
What? Bitch! Ah! Ow! 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 Learning that felt rather strange to me.
I think you might want to rephrase that one, Coffee.
Coffee said, I don't care who they have their fingers in as far as it's K-Chan's body.
And
And
it's in
it's the stab wound.
Okay, better.
No, I was going to let the first part settle. Don't be a party pooper.
I was partly relieved that the incident was over, and I was partly sorry that my best friend had... I can't even be bothered to act this properly anymore.
Nope.
I felt many other things, too.
It's okay.
My heart was a maze of emotions. Oh, my God.
That's not all. In the Sonozaki House catacombs, we found a hidden well. Just as you said, Maybara-san, we found the remains of all those who disappeared at the bottom.
I see. The sliver of hope, the possibility I'd believed in, that Rika-chan and Satoko were alive. God damn it. Just from the fact that their remains hadn't been found. Gone.
I can't believe I raised the alarm for a fucking 4th time, and this boy isn't dead.
Are we jinxing it?
Yes, at this point, he literally got stabbed.
Coffee, I want you to know, I deeply apologize that you don't get the satisfaction of watching this man die. He very much deserves a slow and painful one. Because even after being bled like a fucking pig on the ground for hours, this goddamned cockroach lives.
It was incredibly well hidden in those catacombs. I mean, it was in the blind spot of another blind spot. It was a vertical tunnel dug out like a well. It's a well! There was a ladder set up there, and when we went all the way down, there was another tunnel built there going through it. When we followed a few hundred meters, we found ourselves at the mouth of an old, unused well in the mountains.
Olive Tree said, chill.
It's a well. It's not a fucking vertical tunnel. Coffee's fucking flaming me in the DMs. She was like, thanks for the cocktease. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we're all salty too. It's fine, just keep disappointing me. Coffee goes, oh no.
Don't worry, Coffee. You'll be disappointed often with him.
Because that's all K-chan knows how to do. Oh god, fuck K-chan.
Talking K-chan.
I wonder if it was a secret escape route a previous Sonozaki family that are built.
Probably was.
Ah!
Maybe it was made in the Meiji era. Still, I am impressed they built something like that. So, everyone's remains were at the bottom?
Actually, none of them were. Yeah. Even deeper down the escape path, there was a pool of coal tar that had been casually thrown into there. And they had fallen from a fairly high spot, so the remains were totally buried in it. Took a lot of time and effort to pull their bodies up. At least they don't even exist.
Find them all.
That's the only solace I can take, that this man doesn't exist.
I hope that they at least wouldn't find Rika or Satoko. That's what I wished for when I asked, but my shallow hope was crushed in the blink of an eye.
How can you be poetic with a stab wound? Yes, all of them. In fact, we also found human bones we think are over a decade old. We think there are at least 3 people. I suppose it's the dark side of Hinamizawa's history. Wonder how many people's bones we'll find when we sucked out all the mud. Scary thought.
Oh my god, that weight
Mhm.
had been pushing down on Mion's shoulders the whole time.
Such a
Mion!
god.
Blowjob. We currently identified people who were disappeared from Shishibone City decades ago. People are talking about how this opportunity might let us resolve the disappearing persons case that have been abandoned.
I don't care how Christian you are from your family. You do not kill people.
This is why I hate traditions.
Yep.
After a deep silence, he breathed a heavy sigh. Oishi-san went for cigarettes to pass the time, but realized he was in a non-smoking area, so he gave up and put them back in his shirt pocket.
Oh, right. This is a bit of a detour, but you know Rika Furude-san, right?
Of course.
Every time.
He's my friend.
Did she, ever tell you anything along the lines of her regularly taking insulin injections for diabetes?
What?
Rika-chan has diabetes? I didn't know what he was talking about.
Actually, we found it in her shirt pocket, a syringe. It was destroyed, though, so we couldn't identify the medicine. It's a bit out of place, so I got interested. Really don't know anything?
I didn't know anything about Rika carrying syringes around
Yo,
with her.
what? The Sonozaki family corporates. They're the Yakuza people. Anyway, there's rumors that they deal in psychostimulants. I was thinking that might have something to do with it, too.
Are you trying to tell me that Rika's a drug addict?
What? No, not at all. That is not what I'm saying. Just seems strange, however you would look at it, that she would bring a syringe with her on her way to get soy sauce.
I've no idea what any of this means.
Was she gonna kill Mion?
Oh god.
My eyes are spinning. I feel sick.
Now die. Are you alright? Should I call a nurse?
I'm fine. Please continue.
Well, that's all I had to say about the syringe. She got the COVID vaccine. It was the only thing that personally struck me as interesting.
Rika-chan?
Rika-san was sort of like the village mascot, after all. Looks like the village is in an uproar right now. Between the older blind believers and the Sonozaki family who killed her, the three families' effective control over the village is basically in shambles too. Someone came up to them with talk of a dam again. With this sort of timing, the entire village would be abandoned for sure this time.
I'm not related to Hinamizawa.
What about Rina, you fucking stupid simp?
I actually was. That's a fair point. I just said it because the thought about Hinamizawa being abandoned was unpleasant, and I wanted to end this conversation quickly. There was a knock at the door. It opened slightly, and my mom asked if we were still talking.
Whoops, we went off topic, didn't we? What a pickle.
I looked at the clock. 5 minutes were long past. He told my mother there was something he really wanted to ask, and if she could wait a little bit longer.
Is that so? Keep it short, okay?
There wasn't any getting around the fact that she was thinking about what a police officer could be talking to her son about.
Praise be Mersh. Maybe we should choose another day for this.
Oishi-san. Mion. How is she right now? I wanted to just hear that answer and get rid of it.
Oh, she got away. Before I tell you that, I just need one thing from you. I just need you to answer something in all honesty.
What is it?
I want you to take your answer seriously, got it? If you say something indiscreet, it could be viewed as an obstruction of the investigation, and you could be prosecuted.
Oishi kept threatening me until the end.
Oh, dropping the honorific, nice.
What the hell did he want?
No respect for the man. That's actually really cool. Mibara-san, who do you think the criminal was who pushed Shion from the balcony?
You already asked. And I already answered. There's no way it could be anyone but Mion, is there?
Then who was the one who stabbed you?
Don't make me say it again. It was Mion.
Oh my god, did it happen at the same time?
Oishi smiled bitterly, then dabbed at his forehead with a handkerchief to wipe his sweat.
No, he just dabbed 8 times.
He should have expected that answer, and it looked as though he wasn't satisfied with it.
Oh no.
She pushed Shion and stabbed me. Didn't you just admit yourself that Mion was the criminal?
The evidence we have that Mion killed Shion is based on testimony from the man living next door. The neighbor is actually a member of an organized crime group. In other words, he was Shion-san's bodyguard. Seems he's a veteran leader in that vein and was like a parent to the Sonozaki sisters growing up. Oh, what are we about to hear? That man said this. The noise he heard from next door was just like the sound of a fight between the sisters that he was used to hearing when they still lived together. They actually acknowledged it, Olive Tree. It's been past the 5 minutes. No, there was no doubt about it. He said he heard Mion and Shion insulting each other and heard them struggling. At first, though, he thought it was a hallucination she was having brought on by her dementia. You see, he thought that because that sort of ruckus had been occurring every night. However, that night had been longer than the rest, and he claimed that he went to her room to give her a sedative. The noise died down while he got the manager to give him the key. Wait, why didn't he have the key if he was a bodyguard? What? He already decided he'd at least check up on her, and after she wasn't answering his calls, they took the plunge and unlocked the door. I was vacuuming the ceiling.
Then they saw that the room was a mess. Since Shion had been pushed over the balcony, they decided it had to have been Mion. And that's how it happened.
In other words, he only heard from the other side of the wall. Plus, because the apartment complex is connected to their organization, it doesn't have many residents. So they were the only ones who heard it happening. To reiterate, there was only one person who witnessed Mion Sonozaki.
Even if he didn't see her, isn't it obviously Mion's doing?
Now, settle down. This is what I'm saying. Means you were the only one who saw Mion Sonozaki for sure that night. After all, Shion-san, the other witness, is no longer alive.
What are you trying to say? I don't really understand. At that point, Oishi paused.
Oh my god, is she dead?
The fact that this was a no-smoking area completely slipped his mind, and he took out his pack of cigarettes again. He lit one with his lighter, and exhaled a long stream of tobacco.
Were you really stabbed by Mion Sonozaki?
Yes. There's no doubt about it.
Huh.
The smoke Oishi breathed out floated away, like a thundercloud swept away by the wind.
Oh no. Decaf Bass, it's gonna be okay. He's gonna die, don't worry.
Oishi, you...
He's
Oh,
not.
Bass, excuse me. I don't know how to speak.
The nurses will get mad.
And that's all the time we have for today.
You gotta be kidding me.
I have to go to the store and get toilet paper. We are completely out. What?
Oh, he did it to himself. I knew it was a brain thing.
What?
Actually, we found Mion Sonozaki at the bottom of the well too.
You didn't know he did it to himself.
I knew it. I didn't want to say it out loud because I wasn't sure, but he did do it to himself. Oh, that's actually a great place to stop it.
Why did you think he did it to himself?
Because they happened at similar times. Shion was in Onokunomiya and Keiichi was in Hinamizawa. That's like at least a 30-10 hour drive. There's no way she would have been able to get to two places at the same time.
But then they said that you said that Shion could have just been crazy and
Yes, but they just said that Mion Sonozaki was at the bottom of the well too.
Yeah, I see that.
So
I'm talking about beforehand.
Yeah, but if she threw herself since
Oh, you're talking about Shion did it to herself.
Yes, both of them did it to themselves. Is what I'm saying.
When you said you knew it, I was just like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, okay, Gassy, doubt my big brainness. My fucking I know. I have a tiny baby peanut brain.
Oh god, no, 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, okay.
Okay.
It's literally next door for my work, so I'm good to go till 8.
What?
She fell to her death. We believe that as she was trying to escape to the hidden passage in the well, her foot slipped while climbing down the ladder. She fell to the bottom, broke her neck, and died. Yeah, same way as Shion-san. She broke her neck.
Well, what?
Oh. After you passed out that day, Mion Sonozaki tried to escape using the hidden well, but her foot slipped and she died. As if beckoned by the corpses of the other sacrifice, she dropped down there. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Bye, Olive Tree.
Bye, Olive Tree. Thank you for joining us. Love you. Mwah. The autopsy came to the conclusion that she definitely died on that day. She didn't go back there after attacking you and Shion-san. She was already dead by then.
My jaw was on the floor. There was absolutely no way that could be.
Yeah, we fingerprinted the knife. There was only your fingerprints, bro.
Mion was the one that stabbed me. It had to have been her. There wouldn't have been anyone else to do it.
Except Rain.
Then who attacked Shion and me? Who was it?
What?
Why are we getting this bullshit? Why can't...
We're dropping it here.
God fucking damn it, Watanagashi. Please end! The one who attacked you was someone who was Mion Sonozaki, and yet not Mion Sonozaki.
Oh my god. Are you wanting to go now, Gassy? Or did you want to... As you said... I heard what you said,
Yeah, I heard what you said too, but I thought it was a joke.
I was sort of joking.
Yeah.
Okay. My mind became a complete mess, and I was starting to lose my ability to think straight.
Why is this... Do you remember how Mio Takano-san died?
Takano-san? Yes. I believed that she was burned to death in some distant mountains.
We learned that she was burned after being strangled to death. The Gifu station did the autopsy. It's a little strange. The results of the preliminary autopsy said that she would have been dead for at least 24 hours. Since that was contradictory, In their panic, they seem to have revised it to say she died earlier that day. Despite me being an absolute wreck over what... Oh, wait, no, that's not me.
Despite me being an absolute wreck over what was going on with Mion. Was telling me there was even more on top of that? I didn't understand the complex things Oishi was telling me.
The results saying she had been dead for 24 hours, as her own criminologist said. It's pretty damn reliable. So then what would that mean? Shut up. I asked that question over and over, but on the night of the Wada Nagashi, you were with Mio Takano-san, weren't you?
I was.
Wait. You also met her on the day before while she was setting up for the festival, right? I mean, I ran into her too.
Yeah. I was with her then.
What's happening? Wait, if
What?
she'd been dead for 24 hours, then that would mean she was already dead by the day before the festival.
Oh my god, guys, let's reconvene this on Tuesday, because this isn't gonna end soon.
Yeah.
They took a messy tapestry that had nearly been completed and was like, let's add on another design.
Let's add 80 more threads that we will not connect to each other.
I am certain that they will be connected. However, will it be neat, clean, and orderly?
No.
No. It will be forced and shoved together like fucking 3 puzzles that you wanted to make fit.
It'll be forced and shoved together like the human centipede.
This is exactly what my criticism from before, is being reinforced. This is reinforcing that criticism. This is the writer trying to fuck with the reader at every turn of Wada Nagashi, and he just cannot stop. Oh no. Yeah, this gives a major headache, Decaf. Oh my god. Ugh.
Okay, I could understand it if it was just Keiichi hallucinated and stabbed himself.
Yes.
Like, that, I can understand. Mion was already in a state wherein she would do something of this nature with Shion having died due to the fall. Why does Takano need to be involved? Where do these impersonators need to come in? How? What?
So, there is a possibility of that working, but again, the writer isn't letting us in the jape at all.
Yeah.
And he is also breaking his own rules. So,
yeah,
this is infuriating to me.
At this point, you have, even for someone, if I were to sit down and read, is the first game similar in length to this one?
No, I would say...
The first game is so much better.
The first game is also shorter, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah,
so
I feel like we spent way less time on the first game.
Without doing VA or anything else of that nature, I could probably get through the entire first game in this one in about a span of 6 or so hours.
Okay.
I wish you would. I think you would like the first one.
I could give it to you if you don't want to spend money on it.
Jay, you have the first game, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I could let you use.
Okay, but I gotta go.
Yeah, all right. We'll figure this out later. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you Decaf Base for joining us. Thank you Olive Tree for joining us. Thank you Coffee for popping in. Thank you to all the viewers that popped in and joined us for a little while. Gosh darn it, this shit's pissing us off to no end. I hope it's doing the same to you because I don't want to be suffering on my own.
Yeah.
You have a great fucking night.
I must send Coffee some compilations of Keiichi dying. That'll work.
That'll be helpful for sure.
All right. Good night, guys.
And
Bye.
hit us with a follow if you liked our content, please.